So you guys have entered Silvery Moon, which is one of the most beautiful cities, actually, in the Sword Coast or on the Sword Coast. Um, its sprawling towers and a huge marketplace is a center for knowledge in these lands, actually. And here is the one of the biggest colleges for wizards, sorcerers, and bards, with many exclusive schools dedicated to each of them. In the center is what's called the Moon Bridge, which is a magical bridge that can be dispelled in case of invaders. Of course, this hasn't been needed to be used since the South Bank has been established in the city more recently. So you guys enter the city, and I will give you a better map so you can see what you're actually what's inside the city. So right now you guys are approaching from uh, from the Mulgate down here in the southeast.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All right. So is there a guard at the gate?
I mean, there are guards both at the gates and walking on the battlements around the walls of the city.
Okay. And we're allowed just to pass without having to, like...
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I mean, there's plenty of traffic that you guys are walking along with that are, be it traders or travelers or
Cool.
aspiring wizards, what may be.
Gotcha. All right.
Whoa.
In that case, we need to find this... I'm looking around the map. We have to find that estate. So I guess
Yes.
if we can just ask the guard real quick where this estate is. I'm gonna have to get my notepad back out, but Citadel Fel? No, that's not it. Silvery Moon Margastar family. Is that right?
Registers, yes.
Yeah. So if Mr. Guard, could you direct us to the Margastar family estate? We have business with them.
And he sort of scratches his head and he says, "The Margisters. I know the name. They're a pretty prominent family here. I believe they're on the north bank, and you might want to go over towards the Moorgate, which is over to the west side of the North City."
Wow.
I see. All right. Well, if anyone has any other things to do, I guess we can just head over there.
Oh, there's a music conservatory.
And he says, "Yes, yes, it's actually one of the most world-renowned places for bards to learn their crafts, whether it be music, poetry, storytelling, what have you."
Wolf. Looks like you could use some of that. You should go there. Learn how to tell stories like me. Darling.
Wow. I'd like to spend my bonus action and bury her in the dirt.
Wow.
All right. No, we're fine. Does anyone want to do anything before we approach this estate or look for it? Like, does anyone have any shopping to do or anything? You want to look around? Whatever you guys want to do.
What's the map house, Mr. Guard?
The map house?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see the map house at?
Right here. Next to the dancing goat.
Wow.
He says, the map house is part of the conclave of Silvery Moon, the college, that is. It's sort of a vault of knowledge of sorts. They keep the great charted world of maps, books, knowledge, any resources that would be useful to a wizard or a scholar, that sort of thing.
Oh, very cool.
It's
I'd like to stop. I'd like to stop there. I have the cartography skill. Maybe I can glean some map knowledge from the place. I mean, what do you guys think? Does that sound good, or
It's
do
up
you
to
want
you. I mean, if you want to
to?
go for it, would that? I guess my question is, what in-game benefit would that get us? As far as like, would we be able to like get a location of some kind of buried treasure? Like, I guess, what would be the point? You know what I mean?
That's a good question.
Explore.
But if you want to, then yeah, I mean, yeah. It, whoever wants to do what, go for it.
I mean,
This being such a scholarly town from the sounds of it, these guys might have information about the giants and what they're looking for. That might be
Mhm.
something else to pursue.
And more information about the Moor Gates.
So,
What?
what's a
the
Morgate?
Moorgate.
I mean, not the Moor Gates, the Mortigar family. The Mortimers.
The Mortimers?
The Mortimers.
Whatever they're called.
Cousin
Easy.
it. Yeah, I see. Okay. um,
Margin stars. There we go.
all right. Well, I'm guessing this is a relatively safe town, so if we want to split up and try out different places, it's fine. Or, whatever.
Okay.
So, I guess,
Well,
yeah, if you want to go to the map house, Brian, feel free to.
okay. I like to go to the map house then. I mean, if it only like serves a purpose in gathering information about other locales in this area, then I'm all for that. But if it's just like, like a color, like a color
A fluff.
text or
Yeah.
play, yeah,
Flavor
then
text, yeah.
yeah.
Well, we're
But-
putting Nick's improv to the test, I think.
Awesome.
So sure. Do you want to go?
Sure, I'll go. Why not?
Okay. So you approach it, and it's like very, like everything in the city, really. It's just very decorated. There's like statues outside, beautiful fountains and gardens. And as you approach the door, it's there's nobody guarding or anything like that. You can enter right in, and inside a sort of nerdy, I guess, for lack of a better word, looking half elf approaches, and he says, "Welcome, welcome to the map house. Do you have an appointment?"
No, I don't. I'm actually just looking for some maps of local locales in this area that might be beneficial to my party. Would you have those available at all?
Sure, we have many maps. The tragedy, of course, of map making, as I'm sure you might know, is that the lands always change. So it's difficult to keep up-to-date records with everything. But is there anything in particular you are looking for?
Oh, let's see. Would you happen to know where the realm of the giants are? We've had trouble with giants in the past, and we'd like to know if there's a certain area in this world that they might live, so we could either fight them or try to avoid them.
Ah, the giants. Yes, very, very current topic. Unfortunately, we don't exactly know exactly where the giants were. I suppose if we did, it would be much easier to deal with them.
Mhm.
But I can give you maybe some ideas of where most people think they are. If you can give me, I mean, is there a particular flavor of giants you're looking for?
Well, let's see. We've encountered the two-headed Ennets. Gosh, try saying that 10 times fast. Um, which other ones?
What were the
We've
ones that we
encountered
fought in that
the
one?
fire giants.
Were they fire giants?
I think they were fire giants, weren't they?
Yes.
At the beginning of the campaign?
All right. So we know for sure that the fire giants are looking for something. So yeah, if we can find out where they are, start there.
Yeah, that would be very beneficial if you have a map of that.
He says, well, again, I don't have exact locations, but general consensus seems to think that the fire giants reside up to the northeast more, past the Silver Marches. Where they are exactly, no one knows for sure.
Interesting. Would you perhaps be able to draw me a crude map of that area? Do you have knowledge of that area, or?
I am a keeper of the maps here, so I look over them from time to time. I wouldn't call myself an expert, but I'm just going to move you guys real quick.
Okay.
So basically,
Oh.
what he's saying is, over here is the Silver Marches,
Okay.
and it's just basically somewhere north of this area is where the highest concentration of fire giants is seen, but nobody has ever gone purposefully looking for them, as it would probably be a bit of a suicide mission.
Oh my.
So we're talking where that Coldwood text is and Castle Hartwick up that way?
And somewhere in that general
I see.
area, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Hmm.
Interesting.
All right. Well, how much would a map of that area cost me? Or, a very crude map, I should say.
A very crude map. We could have a copy made for you for a few gold pieces.
Ooh. Okay, that sounds good. I'd like to have a map of that area.
Okay,
How,
I
how
will.
much?
I'm sorry.
I was going to ask you, how much do I owe you for that?
Uh, Generally, it's about 3 gold pieces. I will
Oh,
make
okay.
sure that is okay, and I'll have one of our scribes start copying a map for you, and it should be ready within a couple of days, I think.
Wonderful. All right. Well,
Um,
here's your 3 gold pieces then.
Please, it's payment on delivery. So when you come back, you
Oh,
shall
okay.
make payment then.
Oh,
Okay.
it's an honest elf.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for your help.
You're very welcome. And again, if you have any questions, we're always here. Knowledge is the greatest power.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Are you a cartographer of sorts?
I am not really a professional cartographer. I am a fighter by trade, but I do dabble in the art once in a while because I love making maps and I love adding colors and dots and things like that. But I'm not a professional at it, but I do dabble in it now and then.
He sort of takes his hand out and clinks on your scale mail armor, and he says, "Oh, never would have guessed you were a fighter." No, I kid, I jest. Well, if you decide that you want to, you know, document the areas that you travel to on your adventures, they might be worth some coin here.
Ooh, I would love to do that. Maybe you could. Okay. I was going to ask him, okay, how do I do that? But I guess I could tell the DM that I want to map the area.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, that sounds good. Thank you. I will definitely keep that in mind.
Okay, and just return back in a couple of days or so, and we will have your map ready for you.
Wonderful. Thank you again.
You're very welcome. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Lily, is there any place you'd like to go? Or any place you'd like to look at?
I don't know. The ladies' college? Is that where Xana needs to go to get some manners?
Shots fired.
I look at that place in disgust.
Wow.
Ladies College, to answer your question, really is again one of the schools that sort of make up the university here in Silvery Moon. It's mainly a university for mages and wizards. They specialize in all schools of magic and have
No.
great research to that topic done there.
It's a girls' club only. I take
Yeah.
it.
The only thing that really looked interesting would be the conservatory. Maybe we could put on a show there, and then I don't know.
Yeah, I want to go in there, see if I could gain any musical knowledge.
Yeah, we should have probably asked the guy at the map house since you were getting chummy if they knew anything about the Marta whatever.
That family?
Martians. Yeah, I don't know.
The Marcus Star family. The Martian family. These
You have
poor
to remember
people.
that this is just a family that lives here. It's not like there's some legendary thing
Yeah,
that
but if
everybody
they
knows about.
know, but if they know some gossip that we don't want to know, because I'm not going to go in and attack somebody for no reason. So if they know something that happened and it's worth taking just because if they wronged somebody, then maybe.
Mm-hmm.
A good point.
Right. I'm going to the conservatory.
I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, it's sort of an open door policy. You could walk right in, and it's funny because on the outside, I mean, there's the noise of the outside, you know, vendors, barking their wares and this sort of thing. But once you open the doors and step inside, you start to hear the music inside, and it's like you couldn't even hear it from the outside.
Wow.
And inside, it's like it's a bit of a cacophony, but you could pick up that like this room is playing this and it sounds very good, and this room is playing this and it doesn't sound as good, but it's a school for bards, and you could tell that there's a lot of people working on their craft inside.
I'm not a bard, but I would still love to give a performance.
Yeah. Let
Sure.
me do all the talking, Sunset.
Okay, you do the talking. That's fine.
That's funny. So, okay, do I see, like, a principal or, like, any fellow gnomes around?
You see many different races sort of scurrying past, on their collegely duties or whatever. And sure, you see a gnome or two that are part of that crowd.
Yeah, I run up to one.
Okay.
Hi!
It's like a little, definitely younger than you, gnome woman, and she says, "Oh, surprised me. Hi."
So how long have you been in this school?
Oh, this will be my second year studying here.
Oh, that's awesome. Can you lead me to like one of the teachers, or like, do you know where the principal's office is or something?
Do they have a principal?
I know, right?
Oh, of course, I could lead you over to, the person who's really in charge, I suppose, would be Mr. Deansworth.
I like that.
Deansworth.
Shut up.
We weren't supposed to go in there.
I know, it's so cute though. All right. I'm looking out for this Mr. Deansworth.
I'm just.
She walks you over to his office, and inside is sort of like this older, portly halfling man who's sort of sitting behind his desk, and he looks up and takes off his glasses and says, "Kayla, what are you doing here? Who are these people?"
Oh, does she not respond? Okay, sure. So I'll butt in and I'll say.
She says, "I don't know who these people are. They just wanted to see you."
Thanks, Kayla.
Pony's
walking
waiting
up.
for the assistant Deansworth to show up. Yeah. Go ahead.
I tell them that I say, "Hello, Mr. Deansworth. This is my colleague and my best friend as well, Sunset, and we'd like to know if there's like a quick class that we can attend to, so that we can like learn a little bit about playing bard music, and then afterwards I'd like to perform, if that's okay, for the people, all the students and stuff. Yeah, just to give a little bit of
Wow.
We're just a bit of a musicians. We're
Yeah.
a bit of a musicians ourselves, and are a bit curious.
Yeah, and
Sort of
I wanna
looks
perform.
down his nose at you and says, "Well, do you have any sort of letters of recommendation or any sort of accreditations that might give warrant to your performance?"
Of course we do. We have recommendations from Crowan Valharo. He's one of
Not a
the
musical for it.
Who?
Crowan Valharo, aka Deckard Keen. He led us to this place, and he told us all about you. I'm trying to like deceive a little bit. So he said that we were to look out for you and for the school to perform. That's all.
Well, Crowan, he's actually a pretty good friend of mine. That's very interesting. Go ahead and make a deception check.
Yes.
Wow.
All right. Deception.
Wow.
Damn it.
Nicely done.
Here, we haven't heard this in a while.
I can't even hear anything.
Got your music on too low. But anyways, yeah, so he says, well, if you have the word of Crowan, then I guess I should allow it, sure. I wonder, though, if you're so talented, why do you want to seek classes here? Is there something specific you're trying to learn?
Well, I'm always up for learning things. I have a feeling. No, wait, what was that saying? There's a saying that runs through my family that says one can never learn too much. So yeah, trying to be all Liz to me.
Extremely good words to live by, and really one of the codes of the school. You would fit right along here.
Oh, thank you.
But again, is there something specific you'd like to learn? I could point you in the direction of a class, but I mean, an impromptu lesson might not be exactly what you need, but
Are there?
you're welcome to attend.
Okay. Are there any classes that teach how to manipulate someone's
gosh.
thoughts while playing music? I'm just very curious.
He says no.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. Sunset, I'm sorry.
I'd like to learn how to create subliminal messages in my music. Wow.
So generally, this school is dedicated to the art of music, not so much to the magic that can be tied to it.
I see.
If that's what you're looking for, perhaps
Maybe we
another
can
school here.
play. We can play with some of your students.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So that's all right then, because that's mostly what we're looking for, because we are also warriors and we are heroes and we're trying to, protect the town from giants, as you may have well heard.
Yes, grave news indeed. I doubt they would be so bold as to attack a city such as this, but I understand your sentiment.
Yes, excellent.
Well, I tell you what, the lunch period is coming up, and if you would like, we generally have students play music during the lunch hour at the cafeteria. You can be allowed to do so if you wish.
Yes, please.
Yes, me, Sunset, and I would love to accompany and, perform for your students.
Wonderful. Follow me then, and he leads you downstairs. Down a hallway and through a door, and inside you see like a large. I mean, this will probably be actually like the most people you've ever played for at once.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's this like huge room just filled with students eating food and telling tales and
Mhm.
normal college stuff or whatever. And up at the front of the room is a giant stage, and it's actually you probably wouldn't know this just from looking at it, of course, but there's some magic there that amplifies noise that it reaches the back of the room as well.
Oh jeez. Getting nervous here.
My mouth
No.
is salivating.
Mr. Deansworth sort of directs you to the stage, and he says, "Please, I look forward to your performance."
All right, shall we?
Yes. Okay.
Oh gosh, here we go.
I grab the mic and I say, "Well, no, I say,
No mic.
I grab the magic.
This is an
imaginary
oldie.
mic.
All right, we're just gonna jump right into it. Oh my gosh!
Damn. This is performance, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, Mr. Deansworth will stand up there and introduce you, and he says, "And take it away." And he backs off the stage, and
Oh my gosh! Can I please try again?
no.
Bardic inspiration. Use my bardic
Hey!
inspiration.
Hey, well, we're together, so shouldn't it be with advantage?
Go ahead. I'll say that you could inspire Sunset for this performance. So go ahead and roll a
Okay,
D8.
I inspire the heck out of her.
Oh my gosh! No, I get that thing. I can roll twice.
Oh yeah, that's true. Now, wow, impressive. And that was a D10 as well, you cheater.
I didn't even notice that. Let me try. Oh,
No.
D8,
The
D8.
one stays. The
There
one stays. And what instruments are you guys playing? Like, how are you performing?
I whip out my lute with such a serious face.
Flute.
The lute and the flute, classic combo. Okay.
And apparently I suck.
And I
Yeah.
and
So, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say. Oh, no. Go ahead. You go first.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, like, you start out with the strings from your lute, and it's like beautiful and soothing, and it catches the students' attention, and some of them even sort of put their chin into their palms as they listen with their elbows on the table, and it's just gorgeous. And then the flute comes in, and it's not like the best flute that Sunset's ever played. It sort of is complementing the strings, but it also is sort of overbearing at times, and sort of drowns out the sound of the lute where it shouldn't. But generally, the students seem to be, for the most part, enjoying it.
Now, I sing, oh, long our travels along the way, encounter giants, try to keep them at bay. Please help my comrades and give us what we need to protect the land from the evil greed. Possibly money or items are the best thing of all. A single gnome, preferably tall. And then, yeah, see, hopefully someone heard that.
How long did you spend coming up with that?
Just now.
Wow.
Like some of the students sort of giggle with the lyrics, and they're like, just not in like a way that they think it's bad. They're like enjoying the performance so much that it's sort of inspiring them. And Pony, you get an inspiration. That was excellent. Yep. So going forward, you get, this is a one-use thing. Anytime you roll a d20, you could say, I want to use my inspiration to either roll advantage on that, or you could use it to make an enemy roll at disadvantage with that.
What?
Yes. So
Okay.
I thought that was excellent.
Yeah, I'm gonna post those lyrics on the Discord later.
Very nice.
Xana stuff. So, what happens after the performance?
I mean, it depends on what do you guys want to just play the one song, or do you guys want to keep going?
I think that was it.
Yeah, not with my performance. I don't want to go. Keep going.
Okay. I mean, it's fairly interesting too, because like so many of these students have never even seen a tabaxi before, so even that is enough to sort of like pique their interest and make them listen attentively. But once you finish your song, claps ring out around the cafeteria, and it seems like generally pretty much everybody enjoyed it. And you guys climb back down off the stage, and Mr. Deansworth is still, giving you a nice little golf clap as you approach him. He says, "Wonderful, wonderful. That was quite nice."
Thank you. That's really why, I wanted possibly to manipulate maybe that's not the right word, but maybe, affect people with my lyrics so that they can, help us as warriors, to try and, protect the land around what was the place called?
Silvery Moon.
Silvery Moon and among others, like Everwinter and all that.
He says, "Yes, well, it is known that music is a great source of inspiration and pride for a city like this, and it's true. It's true. Sometimes music is what you need to turn the tide of a battle or embolden your soldiers before a great fight. It's a powerful tool, like many others."
Well, I thank you so much for letting us play in your wonderful music conservatory place, and you're a fine principal, Mr. Deansworth.
Thank you so much. Please, and if you ever would like to return, whether it be for lessons, he sort of looks at you, Sunset, or perhaps just to learn something new, you're always welcome here, even to perform.
Too many people, man.
Yeah,
I got nervous.
it is. It can be quite unnerving to be up there in front of everybody, and of course everybody understands that.
Yes, and no need to tell Crow and Valharo as well. I will tell him, for both of us. So no worries about that.
He says, "Well, I can't promise anything. I do have a lunch date with him sometime in the next month or so, and it may come up, it may not. I have quite a fickle memory."
Yeah, he has a very fickle memory, I'm sure. So
he is getting up in the years. Can't blame him.
Yeah, he probably won't even remember that he sent me there, or sent me here. So yeah, you have a good one.
Very subtle.
Smooth. Okay. During this, I'd like to just say that I was scouting the area to look for this estate, so I should hopefully have located it by now.
Yeah. You will have found, if you'd given it, if you had followed the guard's direction and searched around. I mean, go ahead and give me like either a survival or a perception check, whatever you want.
Oh jeez. All right. Let's see. My perception is, I guess. Oh, you said survival?
Yep.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. Easily. So you make your way over to the moor gate, and you start looking around at the different sort of houses and buildings and shops and that sort of stuff. And it doesn't take you long to find that this round tower here
Okay.
is the tower of the Margister family, and outside of which
Oh.
is I mean, you wouldn't be able to see it, but based off of what Othavir had told you, that there is a carriage house on the property that contains the carriage that contains the hidden chest full of magic items.
I see.
Hmm.
Over by the, is that opium? Oh no, optimum.
Opium. Okay.
Something that looked like opium's blade.
Wait, what?
Right there.
Oh, Optim's blade. Yes.
Hey, opium's blade.
You know what? It's sprawled out. What would you like from me?
Oh my gosh.
After that performance, I might need some.
Wow. Kids, don't do drugs.
That made me laugh. That was good.
Can I use my ability to like get a sense of how many humans and I think I can sense humans and orcs, humanoids or humans anyway. Try and figure out how many people are inside that building that we'd be dealing with if anything went bad. Like, can I sense how many individuals are there?
It's kind of difficult to tell because you are in the middle of a city,
Mhm.
but trying to sense it out, you definitely can place at least one person in that tower.
Okay.
But that's really it.
Okay. Any guards using just regular looking around? Are there guards posted around this estate?
So there's like a gate that goes around the estate,
Mhm.
which is like a walled gate. It's not something you could like see through.
Okay.
But there's nobody standing at the gate out front.
I see. All right, folks. What would you like to do? I'm assuming we're all here at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless there's anybody else that wants to do anything. I'll take that as a no. Okay.
Okay.
So do you guys want to congregate outside of this this estate?
Yeah, I'd like to just
Yeah.
go to the front entrance and just. Is the gate closed, or we have free access to this estate? Oh, I see.
Yes. So this is the gate right here. I hope everyone's loaded in.
Yes.
And it is currently closed.
Oh, I forgot about Whisper.
Hey, Whisper's here.
Is there a way to, like, is there a way to summon? I mean, I'm assuming there's no doorbell because medieval times and all that, but
Are we missing somebody? No, I'm sorry.
no, there's 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yep. So yeah, if we can go up to the gate, and is it locked?
It is locked, but you do notice that there's like sort of this like string that hangs down, and I mean, just from being in this realm, you would know that it's
bell?
like the sort of thing where if you pull on it, a bell will ring, and somebody will probably be alerted to your presence at the front gate.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Do you guys want to pull the bell?
Wow.
Yes.
Yes, I
Go
would.
and bat at the string.
Well, I'd probably
All right,
think
Sunset.
maybe-
Go ahead and play with the string then.
She rings it definitely more than a normal person would because she's just playing with it. So it's like ding 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 ding, and it's like after a while, it probably is driving everybody nuts. But you hear footsteps approaching, and I'm guessing this doesn't stop her from playing with the string. So even if they're approaching, it's like ding 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 ding,
I'm cracking up.
and you hear them like yelling from the other side, like "Excuse me, yes, we're coming, Jesus!"
I go scurry back.
Oh,
And the gate opens, or I'm sorry, not the gate, but like a little eye slit opens,
I see.
and you see 2 eyes peering through, and they say, "Yes, what is it?"
So, who wants to do the talking?
Not me. My rolls suck.
Well, we're going to come at this with the approach of, try and get their help first, persuade them to help us, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, figure stuff out. So, if you're going to get in front there, Xana, go ahead.
Yeah. Hello. We're looking for the Margister family.
And the voice it's actually a woman's voice from the other side. It says, "Yes, I am Zamlin Margister. What do you want?"
Hi, Zamlin. Your name begins with a Z like mine, right? Hello, my name is Xana.
X.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well, it sounds the same, but
Oh my god.
So, we we've heard from rumors that you may possess
Oh my
some.
gosh, you're not gonna actually tell them?
Oh, okay, fine. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay.
Rumors? Or what kind of rumors?
Rumors that giants were coming to your house and like steal things that you may have, so we are like the protection committee. We'd like to protect them.
Perception check with disadvantage.
Oh
Wow.
my.
Okay. She says, I don't know what you're selling, but we do not need protection from the giants. Clink. Shuts the isolate.
Dang it. Alright. Should have charmed her.
Sunset, go play with the string again.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you hear the footsteps, the footfalls getting quieter as they walk away.
Okay, I went and played with the string again.
You don't hear the footsteps approaching, but you hear her call out, like, please stop that! I will get the town guard if you do not leave me alone.
Oh no.
Alright, well,
Oh,
I
no.
stopped playing with the string.
And I yell over, believe me, we're just trying to help. We're not looking for anything towards you maliciously. Is that? Oh gosh, grammar. So, if you'd like, we can, if you like music, we can perform for you as well. If you'd like, for entertainment.
Make a persuasion check.
God.
Wow.
She says, I do not have any need for entertainment right now, thank you very much. What was the other thing you said at the beginning?
A protection?
Protection. She says, we do not require any protection either. Please go now.
Alright, someone needs to make a intimidation.
Wow.
Yeah, I like Brian's idea. Can we communicate with Whisper just to do a quick flyby over the estate and see what's there?
Sure.
Um,
Go, Whisper, go.
So,
It's too late, right? I couldn't make like an insight check to see if she was hiding anything.
Probably not. I can't even talk to her.
That's a good
I
point.
mean, all you have to go off of is the tone of her voice and her eyes. So, I mean, you could try to make an insight check with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow it. As for Whisper, she just seems like a nice lady.
A nice lady. I like her. She's cool.
Yeah, exactly. So Whisper can do a flyover. Now, I don't know how well I set up this token, but can you guys see inside of the courthouse or the,
I can.
the courtyard?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he flies, and you could see that there's like this big 3-story tower in the middle of, like, again, there's beautiful fountains and gardens. Everything here is just like extra. And then right over here to the right is the carriage house. And then I guess Whisper would also see the woman you were just speaking to, Zarlin. Oh, I'm sorry, Zamlin. Heading back into the tower and closing the door behind her.
I see. Does Whisper see any other individuals around?
No, I mean,
Okay.
if
Gotcha.
we'll say Whisper is a female. If she flies around, then she just sees
Okay.
the outsides of the building, no signs of other people standing around or anything like that.
Okay. Well, we still haven't explored a lot of places. What if we go to those places and ask, what's the best way to get into Zamlin's house? Like if we refer to them by name.
No, that I just want to break in with no reason. I mean, yeah, they said, what's his face said that there was magical items, but he didn't tell us why they wouldn't help us or if they were wronged him or anyway. I'm not into stealing for no reason.
Yeah, like that's why I want to like ask around town specifically.
We
about
could
Zamlin now.
try and get her attention again and just yell. What was his face? Dars? No. Let's see. Hold on. Oathevere.
Oathevere.
We could say Oathevere sent us.
And see what her reaction to it.
Yeah, just to say, and then from there, maybe be like, he sent us to he sent us to do to break into your house and steal something, and like not mentioning the magic weapon cache, but just in general to break into her house to quote unquote supposedly steal something from her tower. But it's not what we're after. But we can just lie and say that, and then see what her reaction is to that, and try and get the full pictures to maybe open up dialogue. Why is Othavir? Why does he want me to do this to her? You know, does she know Othavir, and do they have a history? Maybe approach it from that angle.
Yeah. Let's hope that she doesn't do any inside checks on us.
But if we ask if the magic items are for sale, then she'll know that we're after them and that we know about them. The less she knows about our intentions, the better.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Because let's say that if we tip our hand, then maybe she'll move them or hide them.
Yeah, but didn't Othavir say that, like, I don't know. I don't remember what he said. Never mind.
What? Okay, so do we want to try and get her attention again, or? I mean, at this point, she might. You know, I mean, I'd hate to get the town guard after us, but
yeah.
We do have a thief in our party. His name is Dragoon. Maybe he'd like to sneak in and just see what the magic items are. I mean,
That's what I was thinking. I could either go to talk to other criminals and see if, because I have a
that opens up a can of worms. I don't know.
Or we can try to sneak in stealthy and see if we can see inside the building, the tower itself.
I'm not really into stealing stuff.
That's
yeah,
I'm
you don't have to.
I mean, we could just see what the magic items are, like if they're of any interest to us.
So,
I mean, what do you guys think about that? Or is that just not a good idea?
The only way to figure that out would be to break into her, that once you start one, like, step, once we actually get over the moment that Dragoon goes over the wall or whatever, he's committing a crime. So, like, you're already
with you on this one.
So
unless somebody gives us a reason,
right?
I really don't think I want to.
Same here. Same here. I don't really.
All right, I'd like to ring the bell and just say, Othavir sent us. Just yell that and see what kind of response.
Oh, wait, before you do that, can I do a performance, like, in front of the gate, like, loud enough so she can hear me?
Sure.
Okay.
What's the purpose?
I want her to,
to
see if she hears it and, like, has any, a response to it.
Do you just playing a song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I do a performance, and I go. Crap. This depends on my role.
Wow.
Okay, and I go.
Good.
Zamlin, come out instead of us yelling. We'd like to talk to you about Othavir, and we're very, very sincere.
Wow.
Boy.
Wow.
That's excellent.
I'm not
actually.
even gonna even mess that up because that was a perfect performance.
That is excellent. And she does. You hear again the door creak open from the tower and footsteps approaching, and she slides open the eye slit once again, and she says, "Othavir sent you."
Yes. We want to be honest with you, and you seem like a very knowledgeable woman, and we want to be completely honest with you. Othavir sent us to wreak havoc with you, break into your tower and steal something. But we want to be honest with you. We're telling you this. We didn't fully trust Othavir. What is your deal with him? Why does he want us to come here and mess with you? We just want to save the land from giants, and he wants us to break into your tower and steal something. Do you have history with Othavir?
You seem like a very nice lady.
I don't suppose Othavir told you what his last name was.
He did not.
No.
It's Magister.
Oh.
I see.
Oh.
So that's your ex-husband,
It's my brother.
your brother. I see. So
He exiled himself from here. He didn't agree with some of the family dealings, you could say, but that's neither here nor there. But it's no surprise to me that he would send thugs here to try to assault our fair home.
Not thugs.
just so you know, we helped save the town of Tribor. They were
Yes.
attacked by giants. We bravely stepped in and saved a bunch of people, stopped houses from burning down. So we are on the side of good, and that's why we are coming to you rather than trying to break into your house. So
Can I-
we're just trying to learn more about why Oathevere sent us here to mess with you.
Is there any way to do some sort of perception or insight check to see if she's evil? Or is that not possible?
I mean, you could do an insight check, sure.
I'll do an inside check.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
everybody who's interested can go ahead and roll an insight check.
Just to see if she's, you know.
And as you're sort of scoping her out, she's sort of like giving you the barest of apologies. I did not mean any offense to your character. I just mean in general, it does not surprise me that he would say such things.
Of course. We
send
are not
people
offended.
here.
Yeah.
If I were if I was in your shoes, I would be just as skeptical. I mean, 5 people that you don't know coming up to your gate, ringing your bell constantly. We totally understand.
Sorry, toy.
Everybody who sort of looked into it, I mean, it's like she seems, generally like a nice lady, but it definitely feels like she's hiding something.
Probably the magic items.
something beyond the magic items.
Let's see.
That's funny.
So, what can you tell us more about Oathevere? Like, I mean, if he's your brother, there's something that you're not telling us. Is there something that you need help with? Are you in trouble?
No, there's no trouble here, and I don't, again, mean any offense, but my family's business is its own, and I would prefer not to discuss it with strangers.
That's
I
totally
understand.
understandable. May I make one request? Do you think, we can have some food because we are very hungry? Is there any way that you can invite us into your home so we can eat something? We've traveled such a long way, and we bring you this honest news.
She says, "Oh, I'm afraid you must be mistaken. This is no soup kitchen, dear."
Wow.
I really like her then because she has wit.
Can you charm her? Can you?
She'll
That's what I was
know.
wondering.
She'll know.
Well, can you? Well, I don't know what her intelligence is or whatever, but can you? I mean, it doesn't. Does anyone else have any other ideas before we try to do something she'd notice?
Maybe she's maybe a little bit criminally, which I can maybe use my skill to see if I can find hidden messages.
No, if you're thinking about like your thieves' can't, she's
Yeah.
not like a proper thief like that, and you
Well,
probably wouldn't
it's
know
in
that.
there's a
Yeah.
hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
The
I don't know if it's called thieves' camp. Criminal contact. The reliable and trustworthy contact acts through like a network of other criminals. You know to get messages to and from your contact, even if at great distances.
It doesn't
Especially if you have local messages, corrupt Harvard masters, and seedy sailors.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something that would apply here. I don't think she's a criminal.
This direct. I mean, you could go and find somebody in Silvery Moon who you could probably talk to and maybe try to glean information from. But in this particular specific example, it doesn't really apply.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I can think of is really going around town and asking what their deal is, because I don't
Yeah,
think we've
I
never
would feel-
actually.
Yeah.
You want to do that
I would
before
feel
we
bad
try and
about
charm
that.
her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I
if
would
it,
prefer
if it
that.
fails, then she'll really hate us, and she'll know that I was the one that did it.
And then that might just start a battle because we did something or tried.
Hmm
And
I
there's no
could
point.
disguise myself as like a Girl Scout and ask her for some cookies or something.
No.
I don't know.
Wow.
No, okay.
Okay. So, what do you want to do from here? I guess is she still at the door?
Yeah,
Okay.
most likely.
Yeah. So this is like sort of a pause in time, but yeah,
Okay.
she's still there.
Okay. Well, we apologize for bothering you. We just wanted to give you this information, freely in the hopes that, we would, in the future be able to work together to, stop this threat. I mean, as you may have heard, the giants are a threat. we're trying to get as many people as we can to come together and fight the good fight. And we give you this information freely. So we may return in the future to talk to you and possibly get whatever information you might have to help us do that. So you may be hearing from us again.
Make a persuasion check.
A persuasion check. Okay. I'm better at intimidation, but oh, okay.
Oh,
Definitely
very nice.
already-
And she
Nicely
says,
done.
"Well, typically I don't work with those who go around begging for food, but perhaps there's something we can work for in the future if
Ooh.
both of our goals align, I suppose."
Just out of curiosity, what kind of what do you specialize in? Do you have any trade? Like what do you do? Do you have any profession that might help us? Are you a procurer of some sort? Like what do you do?
They deal in the alchemical and supernatural.
The alchemical and supernatural. Interesting. We would be happy to possibly work with you in the future and procure such items. And possibly even help you get raw materials or whatever you may need to, work together in our quest to save the town, so to speak.
Says, "Well, I do have a pretty reliable supplier, but there are items that even are beyond his reach. Perhaps there is something you can do for me."
Really? What
What do you need?
what do you need done, if anything?
There are many creatures deep in the Evermoors that few dare to go, but they have parts that I can use in my alchemical concoctions that I'd be most appreciative if someone could retrieve for me.
I see.
Kind of
And what
creatures.
kind of reward would that entail? What would we
I
get in
will
return?
happily pay you if you are able to do so.
I see.
Ooh.
What kind of creatures?
Oh, I have to go and check on my my current supplies to see exactly what I need, but perhaps I can figure out a list for you in a moment here.
May I
And she-
ask? May I ask her if she has any need of a double-headed init head? Redundancy. An init head,
An init?
because we have that. Yeah, the two-headed giant we fought last campaign.
Oh, an
Yeah,
etin.
last thing-
Etin.
Oh, Etin. Sorry.
Same thing.
Duh. Yeah, same thing, right?
I'm very skeptical to give that to her, though.
Oh, okay. All right.
She doesn't seem interested in it anyway. She says, "No, this is not the sort of thing that I'm looking for. Perhaps some sort
Ah.
of treasure. Trophy hunter might be interested in that, I guess. I can't say for certain."
So,
Okay.
so just to recap real quick, she said she deals with alchemy, like the dark arts alchemy, like dark stuff, or is this like on the up and up alchemy, like healing potions and stuff?
She didn't say.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It sounds, I don't know.
Sounds fishy to me.
sketchy.
Yeah, I think there's more to her than meets the eye. And if she is dealing with alchemy, her intelligence and wisdom might actually be high to the point where she would be able to resist Santa's spells.
Yeah.
So we would want to tread carefully with this person. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Well, let's just see what her list is. And
Yeah,
make sure they're like not innocent creatures or something.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can give us a list or let us know what you need, I'd be happy to possibly do this for you.
Yeah, she closes the eye slit and walks back to her tower, and after a couple minutes she comes back out and she says, "There is one thing that I would be appreciative for if you can procure it for me. I do need as many as you can get, really, vials of troll's blood."
Troll's blood.
Oh.
How does one get troll's blood without burning them to death? Do you
Well,
have any
good to
knowledge of this?
It's not my specialty, dear. I'm sorry.
I
You
see.
That
prick
seems to
them.
be what you should be specializing in if you are true to your word.
I see.
They didn't say that we had to keep them alive, and trolls are usually vicious.
Mhm.
We could lasso
just-
him and put him in tow. I don't know.
All right. Does anyone else
See.
want to do anything else before we ship out?
Yes, I'd like to ask her if she needs any protection in guarding anything she may have of value. Because
Oh,
I'm a
wait,
fighter,
I-
you know.
Yeah, but didn't she say, like, before when I asked her for protection, she's like, I don't need any protection.
Yes, she says,
That's a good
"I have
point.
my own guards who are quite capable, thank you. I'm sure you're very good at what you do, but these men I trust."
Yeah. Okay.
I do a gentle curtsy.
Does anyone have like detect magic or anything like that to see if she's got some sort of magical thing going on in there?
I don't have that one.
Okay, I only have detect poison and disease. I don't think that would be. I mean, she might have
No, I
poisons,
don't.
but okay.
I have resistance to magic, but no.
All right, guys. Well, if you want to head out and figure out something else, that's cool.
I have detect thoughts, but I think she knows. Like she would know it.
I think
right?
she went from a simple old woman to some. I think she's some sort of. I don't want to say demonic, but there's got to be
Witch!
there's something. Yeah, I'm thinking there's something to her. There's more to her than what we initially thought.
Mhm.
So we want to be careful with this one. If she's
Yeah,
got
what-
magic, for example, like she may have wards in her yard to detect anyone that might be breaking in. You know, who knows? So yeah, we should hold off on breaking and entering at this point.
Interesting. I cast her with blindness and deafness. No, I'm
Wow,
just kidding.
that's crazy. All right.
All right, so
So-
I'm gonna move you guys to the other map if that's.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
So what do you guys want to do?
I
Well-
wanna. What is the
Well-
bright blade brandished? The BBB.
The Bright Blade Brandished. Give me a second here.
They're an affiliate of the Better Business Bureau.
That's good.